Hello, this is Liesl Walsh, and today I'm going to show you how to use a free mockup generator from Fine Art America with Canva to create some custom mockups for you to sell prints of your art. And in my previous video, I went in depth about how to use the free mockup generator from Fine Art America. So today we'll be spending a little bit more time on Canva on how to customize some mockups. So let's first dive in and see what did I create last week so you can understand what the free mockup generator makes on Fine Art America. So in my Lightroom here, you can see the first photo I have here is a bedroom mockup, and Fine Art America has a couple rooms that they generate for you. You can make a bedroom like this one. You can make a living room with a framed print. You can make a sitting room. You can do a close-up view of your art on the wall. And also you could show how your art looks as different kinds of prints. You could do matted and framed with very custom choices of mats and frames, a variety of choices available. You could do a canvas print. You could show how your print looks on all three sides. They have a 3D generator. And you could do all the different kinds of prints 3D, which is so nice. So I sometimes will show my art on social media how it looks on an angle, just so people get a little feeling of depth and kind of protect my images too, because no one wants to print an angled image. So what I'm going to do today in Canva is show you how you can take those screenshots that you have generated from the Fine Art America mockup generator and customize them for social media posts, for your Etsy shop listings, or any other marketing that you do. And I'll show you how to add a drop shadow underneath your print. I'll show you how to add text. I like to add my website. I like to add the title. I like to add a little info about my prints. I will show you how you could take that room mock-up and add text to it for a social media post. And then the other nice thing about Canva is they also have other rooms that you can use for your mockups. So what I tend to do the most is I will take screenshots of my prints, matted and framed or as different products, and I'll take them in the Fine Art America mockup generator. Then I'll bring them into Canva. I'll use the rooms from Canva and to create really custom ones that will appeal to my audience. And this is what you really want to think about, is who your audience is, who's going to buy your art, what kind of home do they live in, what kind of art are they interested in. So you want to show the rooms that are close to what your audience are living in. So my audience tends to be mostly from Florida. I live in Florida. I have a lot of coastal clients, so they'll live in condos, they'll live in a beach house, and we have a lot of sunshine here. So I try to find rooms that have bright sunlight coming in. And I also have some rooms that are great for people who just love the outdoors and love nature. So there's a variety of kinds of rooms that you can get from Canva, which is so nice. So it's just endless, the available options for you, teaming these two websites together, Fine Art America, a free mockup generator with Canva. It is just so fun to use, and it's all completely free. So it's just so amazing. So what I want to do first, quickly, I'm going to just dive in real quick to the free mockup generator on Fine Art America, take one screenshot, and then we'll spend more time in Canva. I'll show you how to customize it. So let's go. First, on Fine Art America, I'll show you where that mockup generator is. And it's kind of hidden, so you have to dig for it. You go to fineartamerica.com and you go to any page on the website. Right now, I'm on my page where my art is for sale, but you can do this from the homepage of Fine Art America or any other artist page. You scroll all the way to the bottom to the black section and you go to Sellers and you click on Shopify App. Then you click on Products, which is the second button in the middle here. And this is the free mockup generator on this page. And they have all the different products on the left side. So canvas, framed prints with mats, and they'll have posters, which is wall art, metal prints, acrylic, and so on. My other video, my previous video, goes in depth about all of this. There's so many options. So what I want to do is, let's go to a framed print. You click Mockup Generator underneath the product you want to generate. You choose a file, 25 megabytes or less. So let's go to my folder here. I have my peer photo. You click Upload. Shouldn't take too long. And I'm going to do a 3D view of a matted and framed print. So I'm going to pick a custom matte and a custom frame for this. So it starts off with black frame. Let's change it to gray, this one, and let's make it a larger size. You go to click size. Let's do 36 inches. That looks really nice. You could change the matte size if you want. Let's see, do I want it a little bigger? That's pretty good. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on 3D on the far left. Now all these, you could see all the rooms here that are available that you could take screenshots with. You could learn about that in my first video. So what you do here is you can see the print on all sides. Let's find an angle. I like to do it a little bit angled this direction. I make sure the left side is straight. And then you click the camera button on the top right. Click the red camera button on the bottom right. This is going to take a screenshot with a transparent background. So when I put this screenshot in Canva, I can do a drop shadow and it'll go right up to the edge of this. Okay, so that's real quick, the mockup generator. So watch my previous video for more info how to use it. So let's go into Canva. You go to canva.com, and this is a free app you can use on your phone and on your desktop. There is a paid version that gives you more options, but everything I do here today is all going to be free. So the first thing you want to do is create the size of what you're going to make. I'm going to do a square post for Instagram and Facebook. And I like to do square also for my Etsy listings, so I thought I would just do square. So the first thing you want to do is click Create. It's this purple plus sign on the left. And it's going to give you some templates. Now they don't have the square one available, so I have to go custom. But they have like Instagram Story, Instagram Reel, Instagram Post, and Facebook and so on. So they have a variety of templates for all the different social media options, which is really nice. I need to do custom size, which is towards the bottom. Click custom size. I want a square that's 1080 pixels on each size. And here the Instagram square template is coming up now. So I click that. It's going to be 1080 pixels on both sides. Okay, so the first thing that opens up, it's going to show you templates that Canva creates where you can put your images and customize the text and stuff. But I'm going to start from scratch. So what I want to do first is bring in those screenshots from the Fine Art America Mockup Generator. So what I have to do is go to Uploads. It's the fifth option down. And in here, you're going to see a lot of the screenshots that I took from my previous video when I was in the free mockup generator on Fine Art America. I'll show you how to bring in the one that I just did. You go to Upload Files, click the purple button, and it's going to allow you to go into your computer. I go into my downloads folder. The last one, if I arrange it by date modified, the last one at the top is going to be that screenshot. It always starts with Fine Art America, dynamic product, PNG. So it should be this one right here. Click upload, and it's going to come in. So we're going to see that angled view of the matted and framed print of the Venice Pier. So to put it in, you just click your screenshot and it goes right into your square. I like to stretch it, and I'll show you what I like to do a lot for my social media posts. I like to do a large, showing my image large, and I'll put a little text on the bottom, and then I'll do another page of a room mock-up. So that's what I have been doing lately, which is working really well. So first thing I want to show you is how to add a drop shadow to this print. So we'll click the print, and then you click edit at the very top, and it gives you a lot of different options to edit it. At the very bottom under shadows, click drop for drop shadow, and it creates a really nice drop shadow. Now you can adjust it to a different direction and a different amount. I have it set to the way I like it. So now the next thing I like to do is change the background color so it goes with the art. So how do you do that? You click this rainbow circle at the top. Right now my background color is white. And what's really nice about Canva is it'll look at the photo that you put on the page, and it'll tell you the colors you have. So here, photo colors, it's showing me these different grays and blues that are in my photo. So I could do that one, I could do this one. It's really nice, so it matches really well. I want to do a blue, but I don't want it so dark. I want it a little bit brighter, so it's a little happier. How do you fix that? You go to the top under background colors, and you click add a new color. It's a rainbow circle here. You hit the plus sign, and it gives you, it starts with the color that you have right now. I want to make it brighter, so if I move this little circle higher, it's going to go brighter. If I go down, it's darker. If I go right, it's more saturated. If I go left, it's less saturated. So I want to go brighter, and so it's still, close to what I have in the photo, but it's a little happier color. And you can also change the rainbow here on the bottom to go totally different. Okay, so let's do something like, let's do something like this. Okay, that's pretty nice. A nice coastal color that's real popular right now, and it matches the water really nice. So, all right, now what's the next thing I do? I want to add text. I want to add a little more information about the photo. I sometimes put my website on here. So how do you add text? You go to the third option on the left called text. And they do have some templates if you want something that's already designed for you and you just change the words out. I have a certain font that I like to use. So what I recommend is you look at their fonts, you find one that really resonates for your brand, that just is kind of you and what the message you're trying to show. So and then what you do is you use the same font on all of your posts on social media, all of your Etsy listings, and it's going to create like your brand image. Okay, so over time, this is what I have created. So here's my text box. Let's bring it down. Let's bring it down so you can see it. So it starts off with Canva Sans. I want to change that. So at the top here, if you click on the font, on the left, it shows you a lot of different fonts you could choose from. And the recently used ones are the ones that the ones I have been using a lot. I tend to use Sincel Decorative because it's kind of elegant and classy. So what I want to do is let's type something in here. Let's do my website, Liesl-Walsh.pixels. Mockups.com. That's my personal website with Fine Art America. And that's where I sell all my prints. So I'll just keep it simple for there. Now, I could also, if I want, I could add the title above here. Let's say it's called, just call it Venice Fishing Pier, Florida. Okay, so we'll bring that up. Okay, so, it's a View to Eternity. That's the name. Let me type that in. View to Eternity, Venice Fishing Pier, Florida. Okay, so let's click the circle on the corner here to make that a little smaller. Okay, so that's the first one. Now, I want to create a second image to upload to my Instagram and Facebook. So this is going to be like a carousel post, which is multiple pictures in one post, okay? So how do I do that? I can either click Add Page, and it's going to automatically put that blue color that I created in there, which is really nice. So let's do a room mock-up. Okay, so let's go back to my uploads. On the left here, click Uploads. And let's pick a, let's see, which one did I really like? I kind of like that bedroom one. Let's do this one. So, okay, so we'll put this in here. And sometimes I will crop the top of the room off if it's too big. So you want this to look nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave some room here on the top and the bottom. So what I want to do is I always like to put the title of the photo on the top here, because if someone really likes this and they go to my website, I want them to know the name of the photo so they could put it in the search and they can find it really fast. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll just copy the title from the previous slide. So I click More, click Copy, and then go down here, right click, paste, and now it's right here. I'm going to take the website off the top here and just have the title, okay? So A View to Eternity, Venice Fishing Pier, Florida. Okay, now on the bottom, what I want to do is add some more info about my prints. So let's first paste again the same text. I'll leave my website there, but I'm going to take the title off, and let's add the types of prints I sell. So I'm going to say canvas, acrylic, metal, matted, and framed prints. Okay, so that's all there. So that's what I generally like to do, because then if somebody sees my photo on my post, they could read that and know that I'm selling prints without me even writing that in the post, which is so nice, because if you're a person who doesn't like to be too salesy in your posts and you just kind of want to be like gentle sales, this is a great way to educate your buyers that you have prints for sale without writing about it in the post. It's just a nice, classy way to do it. Okay, so all right, now, before I export this for posting on social media, there's something you need to do before you hit export or share, and that is you need to title this project, and you need to title each page, because it's going to become the file name on your computer, and you want all of your different projects to have different names. So at the very top, you click your paragraph text. Let's title the project. We'll call, I'm just going to call it Eternity Pier. It's a little nickname I have. I'm going to say Prince. Okay. And then what I do, I copy the title, Command C, copy. And then I'll, because each one of these pictures is a different file name, I put the page number on. This page number 1, and then I do Command V, paste in the title, Eternity Pier Prints. Okay, go to the second one, page 2, type number 2, Command V, and there we go. So when I export this, each photo is going to have a different file name from each other. Okay, now let's go to share. If I'm going to export this, you click download. And then instead of a PNG, I like to use JPEG, so switch it to JPEG. And you just make sure you have all your pages selected. Click download, and this is going to download in my downloads folder on my computer. Okay, so you just go ahead and upload that to your social media. It's exporting at a low res file, so it's already sized for the web already, which is really nice. Now, let's do another step further, and that is I want to show you how you can get some free different rooms on Canva than Fine Art America. So if you want to show more of a variety of rooms on your social media, this is how I do it, and it's all for free. This is what's so nice. So let's create a third page. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do this. Now, first I'm going to show you where to find these, and we're going to put some of them in a folder so you can access them easily next time you have a project. So let's first, before we go in, we first have to create a folder to put them in, and you have to go to the home page. So on the very top, you click this little house, click home, and then you go to the projects page here, which is the third one down. Go to projects, and on the far right, you click the plus sign, add new folder. Okay, so let's title it. I have to make it different than my other folder. Let's just do Mockup 2. Okay, actually, I think let's do Mockup 3 because I think I made one earlier. Okay, yeah. So let's go back to that project I was just making. It's right here. Okay, it's in the recent. So let's go back, and you want to have a project open to do this. So how do we find the room mockups? First, you go to the elements section of Canva. On the left, it's the second one down. Click elements, and then they have a search bar. So what you do here is you do a search and you say wall art room mockups. Okay, click search, and I recommend go looking under photos. Okay, so these are going to be backgrounds, so click see all, and it's going to open up all of these. Now, if you only have a free account on Canva, you have to pay attention here, because if there is a yellow crown on the bottom right of a photo, that means you have to have their paid version to use that image. Now, I've noticed though, they have so many rooms available that are for free. If you just spend a little time digging, you should be able to find enough what you need. So that's what I'm doing today, because I want you to see what we have here. So what I recommend is have one of your blank pages open here. I'm going to change the background color to just like a creamy white so you can see these better. So what I like to do is if I see a room that looks good, I'll click on it. It'll go on my page, and then I could say, ooh, do I like it or not? If I like it, I will click the top right corner of the photo, the three dots. Click the three dots and click add to folder. And then that Mockup 3 folder is going to show up. Ready? Click Mockup 3 and add to folder, to the purple button on the bottom right. Add to folder. Okay, so now this photo is in there. Now, if I don't want to use it now, but I want to use it later, just click delete. Let's look at another one. This one's kind of nice. If you have vertical photos, that's kind of nice. It already has a frame. So click the three dots and add to folder. Click the folder name, Mockup 3, click add to folder, and now the picture's in there. Now, let's say you have a certain type of room you're really looking for and you don't want to look through all of this, then narrow the search by the room type. So let's say office. Okay, let's see what I get. All right, some of the same ones, but there might be something here that might resonate. Now, I like to use ones that have these tropical bird of paradise type of plants because it does work well with my clients. I do have a lot of business clients, so let me save this one. Add to folder, Mockup 3, add to folder. Okay, so that's really fast. So that's what you do. You just go through and just spend a little time. I don't know, I think I have probably over 200 images in my folder. So there's always something that I can find, okay? So that's how I do it. So let's go back. Let's go back to uploads and let's find a room that I could put this picture in. So let's go. Let's see, at the bottom, the folder, my original folder for Mockups is at the bottom here. It's called Mockups, and it's in a subfolder called Blank Mockups. Okay. Now, before I just noticed something, I'm going to show you real quick. There's also, I made another folder called Blank Wall. So you can even find some just simple walls that you could do for some close-up images. So I recommend creating a folder just for that too. And you use the word blank wall in your search. You're going to find all kinds of stuff. These are really good for textures too. Okay. All right. So let's go back to blank mockups. Let's find a room that would look good with this photo. Let's try this one. I think this one will work well because my frame is gray. Okay, so now I want to get to the art now, so let's go back to the uploads folder, and I want to use the framed print of the pier that's straight on, so I'll click this one. Okay, so now I can put it in. This is really nice. The colors really look good with this. This is gonna look good. Okay, so let's add a drop shadow. Click edit. Go to drop under shadows. Drop. Okay, now I could take the info that I have from my previous mockup and copy it. Ready? Click the three dots. Copy. So you're going to see how fast this goes. Paste. Okay, so it's right there. Now let's click the title. Ready? Click the three dots. Copy. Go up here, right click, paste, and it's in here. Now, this white background is a little washed out. So let's first rearrange a little bit, make it a little bit more balanced. Okay. Let's change the background color of this so it looks good with this wall. And so you click the background, click the circle at the top for background color, and find the row for photo colors and find this photo, actually the background. Click this, click a color that's close to the wall. And now look how seamless it looks. It looks just like it just looks so much better. So I do like to do that. Now, there's one more thing you can do to really customize your mockups, and that is you can add your logo. So I recommend uploading to Canva a PNG version of your logo that has transparent background. So let me make a copy of this page so you could see it. So this is one. Now I have two different versions. Depends if the photo is a light background or a dark background. So I've changed the colors. So let's take this one. And, you know, you could, even though my prints don't have my logo printed on them, you could, if you wanted to, if you're worried about your images getting taken online, you can use the arrows here to resize it. You could put it small there, but you could also, let me show you something. You can also put it on an angled print like this. So you size it the way you want, you bring it to the corner you want, let go, and then you click this circle with the arrows and you could turn it. So I like to turn it so it's parallel with the mat like that. Okay, so something like that. So it's kind of like my way of branding to just show my little cursive L there. But that's really nice to do. But you know, you can also just put your logo in the corner of your mockup itself, the room, or on the corner of your actual page. So, you come up with the way that you're comfortable with, okay? So those are some of the ways that you can customize a room mockup and customize how your art looks printed from Fine Art America. These two websites are just so wonderful to use together. Use the free Mockup Generator on Fine Art America, and you use Canva to do your layouts. It's very easy to use. It's very fast. And you do have a decent storage limit here. If you want to store some of your favorites together, you can organize them into folders. It's just endless, the stuff that you can do. It's just so fun to use. So I encourage you to try it out. I'm going to put a link to the free Fine Art America Mockup Generator in the description of this video. And I'm also going to put at the end of the video, I'll put a link so that you can watch the first part where I go deeper into how to use the Mockup Generator on Fine Art America. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this encourages you to share your art with the world, sell prints of your art, show how your art looks hanging on a wall, how your products look up close, and just be creative with it. Come up with a design that works specifically for you and your audience and your art. And this level of customizing is going to help you stand out from other artists online that are selling, but also it's going to resonate with your audience much faster because it's going to appeal to them and it's going to look perfect with your art. So try it out. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about the process. And let me know, is there anything you want to learn about Canva itself, about Fine Art America? How do you sell on Fine Art America? How do you market your work? And anything about photography. I teach all of these things in my classes that I have on my website. So check it out. Let me know if there's anything you want to learn, and I will see you in the next video.